Hello and welcome back to another in-depth weather video. Today we are going to be continuing our coverage of this Great Lakes and Northern Plains snowstorm, as well as going over a little bit more tropics, because we do have a possibility of seeing another storm, but it's very low. I just want to go over it anyway. But if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. So right now I'm on the National Weather Service page, and big thing here is we have winter weather advisories from the Pacific Northwest to the Rockies and to the Great Lakes region. So this is all with different systems. This is from the system that's impacting here right now. So the central part of the country, or the Great Lakes region, is getting hit by a storm that was just in the Rockies, and a new system is coming onto the northwest coast. And we'll see that here in the radar. So, new systems coming on here pretty soon. But then we start to see this system right here. And we already have some very heavy snow moving through parts of Iowa and Illinois just south of Davenport. Now, there are definitely some wild cards here, but the biggest one is, will we see the Twin Cities get involved? Will we see Chicago get involved? And will we see Detroit get involved? Because if so, now, if the Twin Cities or Chicago get involved, that would push this over the criteria to name the storm, if they get winter storm warnings. Right now, we only have winter storm advisories, so that doesn't count. We need winter storm warnings in one of these two metropolitan areas to give us that named storm, and that would be Winter Storm Dane. Now, this is going to be moving through this area over here that I'm circling right now, which includes Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And then, of course, into Ontario and Quebec, Canada. So, out of that area, they could pick up 3 to 5 inches. Definitely not out of the realm of possibilities here. But let's look at the satellite imagery. You can see that system moving in right there. And the system moving off the northeast coast. Moving on here to the winter weather outlook. So, I'm just going to go over the next 48 hours here. So, high chance of seeing 1 inch of snow in areas of Wisconsin, but Chicago and Minneapolis and the Twin Cities area are both in that realm of possibilities of seeing at least 1 inch. Now, 2 inches, on the other hand, very small zone. So if Chicago and Minneapolis were to see anything, or the Twin Cities were to see anything, it would probably be 1 inch. 2 inches, 4 inches is very unlikely, 6 inches is definitely unlikely. So we're looking at a very small storm, but widespread impacts, and we'll have many impacts after this as well, with the next storm system coming in behind this, having that cold air to fuel off of. So as we move through here, you can see this all moves to the east, and you can see that next system moving on to the west coast, and that all culminates by the end of this. Alright, so let's move on here to the National Hurricane Center and check up on that real quick. So we do have this one disturbance here, 20% chance of 5 days. It's over the Atlantic Ocean, not the Caribbean, where we've been seeing most of the activity recently, but it has a development area right in here as it moves north. I don't think this is going to form, but there's definitely still a chance, and if it does, it would be Kappa, but Bermuda is in that risk, so either way, some rainfall is in store for those in Bermuda. Now let's move on here to the NAM 3-kilometer model. So we're going to click through this real quick. You can see that snowfall moving through, and we're just going to come through this pretty quickly. I just want to get to the total positive snow depth change, where you can see that most of this is now down to 2 inches. The NAM 3-kilometer model has definitely dropped some of their forecasts in terms of this system, which kind of surprised me, because the original forecast was definitely still plausible with this system. Maybe a little bit toning down with the 6-inch marks, but 4 to 6 is still in the realm of possibilities. And more likely we see 2 to 4 inches, but it's lowballing everything here. So we just have to wait and see. But overall total accumulated precip, you can see a lot of precipitation in store here, especially in the 3 points here of Missouri, Illinois, and Iowa. So let's move on to the GFS just real quick and look at this. So here's the disturbance. The GFS has us doing absolutely nothing until about here, and at that point it's just too weak to do anything. We have some that's moving into the Iberian Peninsula. Maybe we could see another alpha type system where it moves into Iberia but it has that strength, maybe. But other than that, there's not even like significant low pressures. There's one over here in Central America, but that doesn't last long enough to even get consistent low pressure. So yeah, we have this blocking high here, we have a blocking highs here as well. So the only paths that this can take is in between these high pressures, which is very unlikely, and in the main development region. But at this point, the main development region's been done for months. So we definitely have to see how this goes and what this means for hurricane season. Is it over? Is it not? Check my actually, I think it was a couple videos ago. One of my recent videos, I talked about this more in depth. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.